But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Austin Bats. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Boom,
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Lucky 56. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Blue 90!
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. On the toss, Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now back out comes the offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! All right, here we go. Blue, landing!
The pitch goes to Yeldon. Able to power through. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call. And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Check.
They'll toss it to Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. The quick slant caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Braxton Miller as time expires in the first half. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. No problem there on the extra point. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Going deep for Eifert. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interceptions, or maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon. And all the way in for the touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that one will be accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Detroit! Detroit!
Switch up, switch up. Check, 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 check.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
There's a give to Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Austin, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Over! Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Over!
Season Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, they're scared.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
No, check. Patriot. Hot!
I'm coming.
He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3:19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Yeldon. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
I got it. 52's the mic right here.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off to Yeldon. A little 360. T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
He's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now T.J. Yeldon, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run with Yeldon. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me.